basically allow businesses to grow. To be able to be in an area a safe area where people can talk about their business, share business opportunities, be able to be encouraged with each other. And I think the biggest takeaway for us is at no price other than $5 to come in and some coffee. It's a fellowship and sharing a lot of information. And in our case, about 80% of the people that do attend share business with each other. Everybody seems to do business with each other, which is awesome.
So you guys meet every single Tuesday at the Forks Cafeteria in downtown Wake Forest, which is absolutely beautiful. My family, my dad and my stepmom live over there in Wake Forest, so I get to go there all the time.
So you know how good the food is.
Yes, very much so. If you're into the beer drinking kind of, they have the great brewery downtown, which is awesome. So talk a little bit more about some of the business-minded people that are a part of this group.
It's a wide range. So it ranges from people that work in insurance, people that work in sales. We have business partners, people that work in, of course, marketing and broadcasting, TV and film. And the beauty about it is that everybody brings something to the table, which is just awesome. And everybody shares their information. We're very big on sharing what's going on in the community. So, of course, for us being based in Wake Forest, we find out a lot of information about who's building what's going on, what's happening, and it becomes vital information to a lot of our businesses. And aside from the fact that we have a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Oh, and you get to drink some coffee. I'm all. Yes. I left my coffee cup on the coffee maker, so I'll go that when we're done. Again, Northern Wake Leads Group joins us here. Dennis and Tammie Blount, they are part of this group that meets every single Tuesday there at Forks Cafeteria in downtown beautiful Wake Forest. So talk a little bit more about some of the conversations that you have. I love stories. I love conversation. Talk a little bit more about the conversation that you have during these groups.
Well, I think before I probably dive in more to it, what I think really is important is it works for both men and women, which is kind of why I wanted my wife here, because there's a lot of female. Yes, my better half.
That's right.
The female version, they really network a lot, and would like to turn this over to my wife to explain a little bit about how it's helped her business.
Well, for me, I've enjoyed the networking with the other ladies that own businesses. They would ask my advice as how to upgrade their appearance, what colors would best fit them, and the styles that would look best on them, and being able to hear their stories of how they receive so many compliments. Just a simple thing as one of the ladies there, she wears hats a lot, and so she would always hide her features under the hat. So I suggested mainly just taking a brooch and pinning one side of the hat up. And she came in a week later, just, oh my gosh, so many people have complimented me. And just a simple tip, changing the color of your lipstick, changing the styling of your hair to frame your face. Just little styling tips, anything that I can advise to upgrade the appearance. I even have the guys coming up to me now with their polo shirts for their company. Is this the right color? I'm thinking about changing, and I appreciate the fact that they listen. And you can see that when you take the photos, the before and after, how just a simple change in color of the shirt that they wear. The company logo remains the same, but the shirt, you go from a bright yellow to a slate gray.
Yeah, I can't pull off bright yellow very much.
Not everyone can.
That.
But the thing is, just, the fact that they listen, and I do appreciate that. But then the referrals, somebody will say, oh, I met someone who, could use your assistance. I'm here for that. I appreciate it. So, but it's been really wonderful. My husband's been in longer than I have. But when I came in, everybody was just very welcoming, and I appreciate that.
Well, it's great what I hear. It's more not only to help build your business between, not just Wake Forest, but surrounding areas as well. But you look at it, it's more of a family, community-based, really just to get to meet people. And I think that's fantastic.
It is. And the networking is phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. And Ms. Tammie and Dennis Blount George is here. They are part of the group, Northern Wake Leads Group. Of course, they have their own businesses as well. Of course, I need to talk to you. The fact that my 5-year-old son dresses better than me, it's a little now, if you're looking good on video, of course, I just left cross country practice. Don't judge.
We understand.
I love it. So talk a bit more about what kind of businesses really are welcome at something like this.
Pretty much anybody that has started a business, especially new businesses. You're getting started, you're not sure what direction to go. And we pretty much have everything. We have people there that, of course, assist with marketing. We have people that fashion. It's kind of ironic because actually one of our businesses, I think is Gib Davis, does a whole business advisor group that he has. He actually has hired me to be able to work with him with video and social media. Well, it turns out that he was looking to get new t-shirts. My wife, being the fashion consultant that she was like, this is the wrong look. He listened and he got the new t-shirts in, and he just loves them. Everybody has complimented him, and it was a good business exchange. We shared, but at the same time, we handled business with each other. And at the same time, we fellowship well with each other. There is one, we call it the bro guys, who are insurance guys. One handles everything from under 50. The other one handles everything over 50. They are constantly doing business with each other. And so there's a synergy that's there, and the thing about it is it's non-seat specific. Just because you're in the same insurance as the other person, we're not going to block you from that. We don't do that. Actually, we have found that is actually better to have people from the same
Absolutely.
area of business more than separate them. And all you pay, your first time to come in is free. Just go ahead and get your coffee and tell us about your business. And we ask you at the end of our meeting, what are you looking for? How can we help you? What are specific, demographics that you're looking for? And hopefully they come back. It's only $5 to come back in, but that just covers the price of coffee, which you can drink to your heart's content.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. It was great. The fact, of course, I'm in radio. Of course, we own and operate this family-owned and operated radio station here at Next Door here in Oxford. But there's a lot of things that I don't know. There's a lot of things that I still can learn. Been in radio a little over 10 years now, but I'm learning something every single day. Like, for example, I have 2 screens on the same screen for my video. I just found out that yesterday, so I'm excited. So there's so much stuff that I can really learn, and something like this sounds fantastic.
So we would love anybody, and from at the Oxford or within the surrounding areas, to come by Wake Forest. The Forks Cafeteria is at 339 Brook Street, and that is right there in Wake Forest. And we have a lot of fun. We meet there every Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning, and just stop by and see what the buzz is all about.
Yeah. So how can they get a hold of you guys? If they want to do business with you, of course, but how can they get a hold of you to learn more about it, just in case they can't go on a Tuesday?
Again, my company is DLB Multimedia, and they can reach me via email at dlbmediagroup@gmail.com, and my number is 919-614-3436.
For me, you can call or text me at 919-706-6019. I can also be reached via email at TammieMJB@gmail. So if you have any questions or concerns, want more information, just please reach out.
Right now is the perfect way to learn about what the organization Northern Wake Leads Group is all about. Of course, how can they help you build your business today? Dennis Blount and Tammie, thank you so much for joining us here, part of our Local Talk program. This is a quarter of a presentation at this time. It's going to be up on all of our social media. Of course, our website at nextdoorradio.com. Guys, God bless you. Thank you so much, okay?
Thank you.
Thank
Blessings
you.
to
Absolutely.
too.
Thanks for joining again. This is Local Talk here on Next Door Radio, nextdoorradio.com, the Next Door Radio app. We'll see you next time.